Onboard Mutiny broke out on the Queen Mary 2 after it changed its Caribbean itinerary how many times? Was it A, once, B, twice, C, 3 times, or D, 4 times? How many changes before there's a mutiny on board the Queen Mary 2?
I'm going to guess 3.
I'm going to go with 4.
Well, Joel, you were more patient than most of the passengers. It was 3. 3 is the mutiny threshold. Passengers on board, good job, Mal. Passengers on board arranged a mutiny after spending 6 of their 12-day cruise at sea. Angry that they were being only offered a 50% refund, they decided they would refuse to disembark until a better offer was made. 2 women were arrested for what? As soon as they docked in Sydney, Australia, on a trans-Pacific cruise from Canada. They were arrested for what? Transporting drugs, stealing jewelry, sneaking weapons on board, using counterfeit money for the entire vacation.
Hold on. I just want to go back. They went from Canada to Australia?
Yeah. Doing some kind of nefarious activity.
I'm going to say stealing jewelry.
Stealing jewelry. Okay. Gail?
Man, how do we go with counterfeit money?
Guys, they're transporting drugs.
Let's get on the longest cruise possible.
Yeah, they arrived. They're like, I thought there was 4 pounds. Nope, only 3. It's a long trip. All right. 2 women boarded a ship from Canada to Australia in 2016 with a haul of cocaine worth $16 million. Their cruise turned out to be a relaxing pre-prison getaway. During their cruise, they had visited 11 countries while Instagramming their adventures. Australia police had been tracking them and were waiting to arrest them when they docked in Sydney. They were probably thankful they didn't have to spend the cruise in the onboard jail. In August 2018, Kay Longstaff fell off the 7th deck of the Norwegian Star and was in the water for how many hours before being rescued by the Croatian Coast Guard? 2 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours, or 10 hours? Kay Longstaff fell off Norwegian Star. Keep in mind, Croatian Coast Guard when you're factoring in time for rescue. Is that fast, slow? I don't know. Think about it.
It's
2 hours,
definitely-
5 hours, 7 hours, or 10 hours?
It's definitely not the dolphin one, because that was like 72 hours or something. But 5 hours is the only one actually written out. So I think it's something that has to do with that. B, 5 hours.
Aww. Well, since I can't say 5 hours, I'll go with 7. C.
Kay was in the water for 10 hours. 46-year-old, yep, she was. 46-year-old Kay Longstaff fell into the sea just after midnight, about 60 miles off the Croatian coast. Her friends raised the alarm, and although the ship double-backed, Kay was in the water for 10 hours before being rescued. She stated that she used her yoga practice and singing to herself to avoid feeling cold. One cruise ship heading to Melbourne had to make an emergency stop in New South Wales because of what? A passenger jumped ship, a family brawl broke out, a passenger paid the cruise ship for their own personal drop-off, a small fire broke out. Why did they stop the ship in an emergency way in New South Wales?
I'm going to go with D. A fire broke out.
I'm going to go with C. A passenger paid the cruise ship for their personal drop-off.
The correct answer is B. A family brawl broke out. Crazy Australians.
Not the F. Maley brawl.
Hey,
F.
that's
Maley
not
brawl?
nice.
Oh, is that what it says on the screen? I'm like, is that some Australian clan or something that fights a lot? Or is it? Okay, family brawl. Got it. A huge family brawl broke out after brewing for days, and as many as 30 people were involved who were all believed to be a part of the same family.